Good evening, everyone. I'm Christopher Brantley. Adam Cellini is off tonight. The third annual Bradenton River Regatta is just 1 week away, and for months, race organizers have been coming up with a plan to make sure the environment and marine life is unharmed. ABC 7's Kate Flexter has the details of that plan.
Coming up with that plan is an 11-month process. The organizers have been working with state and local agencies to make sure the environmental impact is minimal.
It's off to the races for the third annual Bradenton River Regatta next Saturday, bringing power boats, jet skis, and an expected 100,000 fans to the Bradenton River Walk. But before the boats hit the water, Becky Sinreich and her team of marine observers are hitting the pavement, handing out flyers to local marinas.
We're passing out the brochures for the environmental guide.
The idea is to raise awareness and encourage boaters to watch out for dolphins, manatees, and turtles on the water.
That's what makes this area so beautiful. These animals are part of the environment, and you need every piece of the ecological puzzle, so to speak, to make it pretty down here and keep it beautiful.
And organizers say that's a top priority.
Number one is public safety, and side by side with it is environmental safety.
Organizers are focusing on the environment, working with the city, the county, the U.S. Coast Guard, the Army Corps of Engineers, and Florida Fish and Wildlife to develop an environmental protection plan, a requirement they say is unique to Florida.
We do regattas around other cities in the U.S., and there's not that attention to marine life. Here, we take it as a privilege to be on the water.
As part of the plan, Sinreich and her team of 10 marine observers will survey the course from several different vantage points, stopping the race if an animal's in harm's way.
I'll be in the air with one of my observers with me in a helicopter flying all day. And then we'll have observers on the bridge and over at River House on the balcony.
Sinreich insists environmental safety goes hand in hand with the safety of the racers and says it's all about sharing the environment in a positive way.
No one on my team is anti-racing. We want this race to go forward. We want people to have a fun, safe time. It's a great event. It's a great event for the community, and it's being done the right way so that the animals are protected.
The regatta is next Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's a free event. Christopher?
All right, Kate, thank you so much. Drivers are experiencing traffic delays tonight in Inglewood following a fatal accident. Dearborn Street is back open after two vehicles collided, closing down the roadway for several hours. The crash occurred around 5 this evening. Pine Street to South Oxford Drive completely closed off to traffic. The Florida Highway Patrol and the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office responded to the scene. Troopers say the accident was fatal. The crash is currently under investigation. Well, volunteers took to the streets today to clean up the neighborhood. Sarasota County holding its annual free cleanup at Newtown and Beverly Terrace. Crews asking the community to bring out any paint, antifreeze, and other harmful materials they may have lying around. Those chemicals that might otherwise hurt the environment if not disposed of properly.
I think this benefits the community as a whole. It not only brings the people together, but it kind of helps them all come together to help, beautify a neighborhood. We have a lot of people that go around and pick up trash and discarded tires, items from illegal dumping, that kind of thing.
The event is one of 3 that occurs annually around the Suncoast. And there's a beautiful day today, but that may be changing. Let's head over to Wendy Ross for a first check on our weather. Wendy, good evening.
And we do have some rain showers that are now going to start to affect us in the next couple of hours. And you can see this band of rain that is now stretched across the state of Florida, and it's starting to sink on down to the south. So we're starting to see some of these showers beginning to make their way into our viewing area, and we are expecting to see them throughout the overnight time period. Right now it's 52 degrees. Some places may already be getting some showers, and we're looking at low dew points at this hour, and that's really what's causing that crisp feeling outside. The winds are calm. They're coming in out of the north at around 5 miles per hour, and for the overnight time period we're going to be seeing our temperatures getting down into the upper 40s, right around that 50-degree mark, before they bottom out at around 48 degrees for tonight. We're going to keep the rain in the forecast for the nighttime period. Chris?
All right, thank you so much, Wendy. A new report ranks Florida as the nation's best place to retire, and no real surprise there. The report, released from the financial website Wallet Hub, gauges the state by its affordability and large population of retirees. Other high-ranking states were Wyoming, South Dakota, Iowa, and Colorado. Well, Florida's tourism agency, Visit Florida, is under scrutiny again, this time for handing out a $9.1 million contract to a federal partnership run by a former agency executive. The contract agreeing to pay for a cooking show with celebrity chef Emeril Lagasse just after the agency was faced with outrage for the state's secret $1 million deal with rapper Pitbull. And it was a chilly morning for runners at Payne Park in downtown Sarasota. Achiva's Run for Good making big steps with a 5K run and walk to raise money for Sarasota County schools. The race leading runners through a two-lap course out at Payne Park.
It's important to us to support our communities and the schools in our communities especially. So this event raises funds to go toward classroom grants right here locally in the Sarasota area. And this is very important to us because we were founded as a teachers credit union, and we really support education in every community that we serve.
This year, Achiva was able to give out $25,000 to the Education Foundation of Sarasota, and the foundation was able to distribute the money between 24 teachers on the Suncoast for in-classroom projects. And ninjas were all over the live training center today in Palmetto, honing their skills and taking part in a little friendly competition. Their participants were put through several stages of some of the most difficult obstacles. Think American Ninja Warrior style, a show based off the Japanese show Sasuke, an international competition of men and women competing to beat a nearly impossible obstacle course.
I've been a huge fan of Sasuke and Ninja Warrior for years and years and years. I've been on the show 5 times now. It's a really good workout. It's a great way to stay in shape. It's the ultimate challenge. And here at Live Training Center, it's the best place in Tampa Bay to train for that type of thing.
51 ninjas competed in today's event. Those that were successful will move on to regionals, which will be held in Palmetto in May. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, President Trump facing pressure nationally and internationally following an executive decision to restrict who can enter the U.S. Plus a pay raise for workers in Florida's correctional system. More when we come back.
Join ABC 7 at the all-new 2017 edition of Circus Sarasota. Synergy under the big top at Nathan Benderson Park, behind the mall at UTC, Friday, February 10th through Sunday, March 5th. All opening weekend tickets are 20% off, courtesy of ABC 7. To purchase your discount tickets, visit circusarts.org, the Circus Sarasota box office at the big top, or call 941-355-9805.
2 years ago, my son was born. Now he's running, playing, and learning to speak. When I look at him, I can't help but to see how free he is. I want my son to have the same freedom when he grows up. Protect our freedom of speech, not just for us, but for the future generations.
Ciao, amici! It's time for Carnevale de Cani, Top Dog 2017. Benefiting Dante's Den is the Carnival of Dogs. Join us at the Francis for an evening of great food and fun as dogs compete for the title of Best Dressed, Best Hair, Best Kiss, and Best Singer. Top Dog is a party for dog lovers and their four-legged best friends. Come celebrate our favorite pets at Top Dog 2017, Saturday, February 4th at 6 p.m.
The color in my garden keeps the pink in my cheeks. I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell and I had to have Meals on Wheels. They're my savior. My name is Lola Silvestri. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining. The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Gold fever is at an all-time high in the Sunshine State with the new Gold Rush Doubler family of scratch-off games. Everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. with over $1 billion in total cash prizes. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
Complications tonight from President Trump's executive action yesterday imposing a 90-day hiatus on immigration from 7 majority Muslim nations. As part of what the president calls extreme vetting, he also suspended the entry of all refugees for 120 days. President Trump calls the security measure to screen out terrorists. The new orders made for some confusion today at airports, and the president's adversaries pounced. Here's ABC's Ariel Rashif with the details.
Protesters flocked to airports around the country, fighting back against the new refugee rules.
What Donald Trump did in the last 24 hours is disgusting, disgraceful, completely un-American.
At New York's Kennedy Airport, 12 people were detained on authority of the president's order. At least 9 detained in Dallas, at least 1 in Chicago. Hundreds of people overseas have been denied entry to the U.S. This man and his family, Iraqi refugees, were pulled off a U.S.-bound flight.
I am ruined now. I don't know what to do because I sold my house. I quit my job. My wife quit her job.
His family given the visa because he risked his life working with the U.S. government.
I don't know what to do. And tomorrow I am going back to Iraq. Really, I'm in terrible situation.
On Saturday, Mr. Trump said the program is off to a good start.
It's not a Muslim ban, but we were totally prepared. It's working out very nicely. You see it at the airports, you see it all over. It's working out very nicely.
For this man, an Iraqi national detained at JFK, a reprieve.
America is the greatest nation, the greatest people in the world.
He was released after 19 hours.
This is the humanity. This is the soul of the America.
Saturday night, a federal judge in New York issued a temporary stay preventing detainees from being deported. Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
Back here in Florida, Governor Scott wants to boost the pay of employees who work in the state's correctional system. For years, the prison system has been troubled with job vacancies and high turnover rates. Now the governor is asking legislators to spend nearly $46 million to increase the salaries of correctional and probation officers in order to retain personnel. The governor will include his proposal into the annual budget. And a change could be on the way for how some police officers dress. Specifically, their tucked-in, clean-shaven look. Police departments announcing they are relaxing the standards due to a national hiring crisis, leading the departments to look into a more diverse applicant pool. That includes officers with exposed tattoos and beards. The move follows a New York City Police Department officer who was suspended for his beard length. The officer sued and was allowed to keep his beard. No word if those changes could be coming to our local police departments. And it was an absolutely beautiful day outside today, wasn't it, Wendy?
Well, it actually was pretty cloudy. We saw some of those increased clouds throughout the day because we started to see some rain showers developing to our north, and now they're starting to move on down to the south, and it was chilly too. I love that. I love the fact that it was cooler. Take a look at these temperatures. These were the daytime highs around the state today, and you can see mostly low 50s well to our north. We saw our temperatures about 10 degrees warmer, and down to the south they had readings in the 70s as well. And we all saw cloud cover, especially across northern and central Florida. Right here across our viewing area, most of our temperatures were in the 60s for daytime highs today. A little bit warmer as you went out farther to the east. Certainly it was a little bit cooler right along the water's edge. And tonight it's going to be chilly as well. We're going to be seeing our temperatures in the 40s and 50s, so it'll be either side of 50 degrees. That's what we can expect for the overnight time period tonight. We do have the cloud cover sitting on top of us right now, and we had it throughout most of the day. We simply couldn't break out from under it, and so as a result we only got up to a high of about 60. Our overnight low was 54 degrees, so that's a far cry from normal for our daytime highs and very close to the normal range for our overnight lows. And right now it's 52 degrees. We're starting to get some rain at the airport, so we're going to continue to see this possibility of showers developing throughout the overnight time period and into the middle of the day tomorrow. The dew point levels are low, the humidity is moderate, the winds are coming in out of the north at around 5 miles per hour, and the rain showers have been coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. This is part of a secondary front that is bringing in the showers, and you can see that these showers are mostly light light to moderate rains that are moving on in, and our area just now starting to see a few of these showers beginning to make their way on through. So this entire band is going to sink on down to the south, and most of this rain will remain through the overnight time period and into tomorrow morning as well. Beginning on Monday, we are going to start to really clear out. We'll still see a couple of lingering showers, some clouds still on Sunday night, and then by Monday we're going to be looking at nothing but sunshine for the majority of the work week coming up. And we'll also start to rebound as far as our temperatures are concerned. You know, that's a hot Florida sun, so we'll start to see those temperatures coming back up into the 70s by the middle part of the week. As far as the rainfall amounts, we're only expected to get maybe 1/4 of an inch of rain for our area. Again, these are light to moderate showers. There's nothing severe associated with them. And we've got the low pressure system that's traveling along the front, and that's going to continue to move on towards the east. That cold weather moving on in behind it. We saw it today. We're seeing it again tonight, and of course we'll get it throughout the day tomorrow. So we've got overnight showers. That's what we can expect. The rain chance is 80%. So we're going to get the rain more than likely, and it's going to be raw and chilly outside as well. If you're heading out to the beach, we're looking at winds coming in out of the northeast and then shifting around towards the north at around 15 knots, seas 2 to 3 feet. Over the next several days, we've got that 80% chance of rain tomorrow, and things warm up finally and get back to normal by Wednesday. Chris?
All right, Wendy, thank you so much. Don't go away. Sports is next.
All hands on deck. What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.
Our community has its struggles. The fact is, people have less than they did just a few years ago, and sadly, the need becomes more profound every day. Season of Sharing provides funds to help individuals and families in need, ensuring they will not end up homeless and without a roof over their heads. Together, providing a helping hand and making a difference. Season of Sharing. Give today at cfsarasota.org.
At SWC Properties, we pride ourselves in providing to you the very best in customer satisfaction, and the secret's getting out. Maybe that's why so many people have chosen to list their homes with our friendly and qualified agents. After all, it only makes sense to list with a growing agency that markets in so many places. To list your home with SWC, give us a call at our office and ask for Jackie Avina.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team.
Just that simple act is transforming someone else's life.
It's one of the best feelings in the world.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
I am a veteran. My victory was finding the strength to be a champion.
My victory is having a job I can be proud of.
At DAV, we help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
My victory was finishing my education.
My victory was getting help to put our lives back together.
DAV provides veterans with a lifetime of support.
My victory is being there for my family.
Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
ABC 7, My Suncoast News. We're here for you. Watch My Suncoast News wherever you are. On our live stream, on our newly redesigned MySuncoast.com, and a brand new ABC 7 My Suncoast app, powered by the Eye Associates, providing Sight for Life, featuring traffic maps and live radar, and dining with recipes and all the hottest Suncoast restaurants. Visit MySuncoast.com and click on the mobile tab to download the ABC 7 My Suncoast app for iOS and Android. Monday at 5 on ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
An unexpected hazard when eating seafood. Details in Health Smart.
Monday at 5 on ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Now, sports.
Serena Williams held up a Grand Slam winner's trophy for the record 23rd time, celebrating her unrivaled place in history and receiving a congratulatory letter and a pair of custom-made shoes from Michael Jordan. Venus Williams got to watch from close range again today and shed tears more of joy than regret after being beaten in a major final for the 7th time by her record-breaking younger sister.
But playing Venus is another, it's stuff that legends are made of, you know. I couldn't have written a better story, so I just feel like it was the right moment and everything kind of happened, and it hasn't quite set in yet, but it's really good.
With her record 7th Australian Open title, Serena moves ahead of Steffi Graf for the most major titles in an Open era. The Miami Hurricanes playing the North Carolina Tar Heels today. The UNC team down by 8 in the first half. Kenny Williams missing the floater. Jaquan Newton picking up the rebound out on a break, getting a lay-in. Then in the second half, Miami is up 39-22. Newton throwing the lob to Kamari Murphy for the alley-oop. Miami up big. Then later on in the second, Miami up by 11 points. Bruce Brown getting an easy dunk. Miami wins 77-62, a hard defeat for the North Carolina Tar Heels. And number 25 Florida taking on Oklahoma in the final. The two teams tied in the first with a close game. Florida's Canyon Berry hitting the three-pointer off the inbounds. Berry highlighting with 13 points in the first. Florida keeping up the momentum in the second half. Kavarius Hayes doing a nice cut to the hoop for an inside slam. But Florida is just too strong, handing over the worst loss of the season for Oklahoma. Florida winning 84-52. And Pro Bowl players are gathering in Orlando to play in a skills showdown tomorrow night in front of a sold-out crowd. The sporting event taking place at Camping World Stadium in Orlando. The game will air on ESPN at 8 o'clock. The Pro Bowl was held last year in Hawaii with 50,000 seats sold out, but the athletes say they are excited to have the chance to play in Orlando.
I loved it. I mean, I live on the East Coast, so going to Hawaii with 3 kids under 10 on a 12-hour flight is not my cup of tea. You know, obviously Hawaii is great, but this was logistically a lot better situation. Obviously Disney is here, so the kids loved it. Was able to go out there yesterday and spend all day at the park. And it is great. You know, you have fans. I think this is a more accessible location as well. So you have a lot more fans out here, and I've really been having a great time.
This week, fans took full advantage of the number of events set up for the NFL Pro Bowl experience. At ESPN Wide World of Sports, the Fan Zone kicking off the week with interactive activities for fans leading up to the star-studded showdown. Well, there's more to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
Just go do it. Go do it.
If you're not in control, then who is? Live above the influence.
Why do I run? I think life's a journey. Every step brings me closer to my goal. I run to see the world, and when you're surrounded by so much beauty, how could it not take your breath away?
Join us at Robinson Preserve Friday, March 31st at 6:30 p.m. for our 9th annual Twilight 5K and 10K race at one of the most beautiful scenic race courses in Florida. This race will leave you breathless.
It's Tampa's most exclusive event of the year, and you're invited. The Morgan Auto Group Charity Polo Classic is back Saturday, February 25th at DI Polo Tour in Plant City. One unforgettable day of luxury and sport with cuisine from Tampa Bay's finest restaurants. Plus, every ticket sold helps a local charity, including the Children's Cancer Center, Ryan Neese Foundation, Close to Kids, and Morgan Auto Group's Helping Hand Fund. Don't miss the Morgan Auto Group Charity Polo Classic. Visit charitypoloclassic.com for tickets and information.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View. If you miss a day, you miss a lot. I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. We've had a jam-packed January, and we'll take a look back at our month of Workout Wednesdays and show that there are lots of options to keep you going with your New Year's fitness goals. Our beauty expert shows cosmetic uses for CBD, and Dr. Jenny has natural choices to keep our pets healthy. Plus Gold Rush Barbecue in the kitchen.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
I entered into real estate to help people. I would like to invoke a trust in people that I will do everything in my power to help them navigate the process of either buying or selling a home. Well, I know how stressful buying a home can be. I've bought and sold properties in the past before I was an agent. I want you to be able to trust me to stay in contact with you, be available to you whenever you have questions. My name is Kimberly, and I want to be your real estate agent.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
Well, today marks the 31st anniversary since the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster. The Space Shuttle exploded shortly after launch on January 28, 1986, killing all 7 crew members. The tragedy shocked the nation as about 17% of Americans watched it unfold on live TV. Because of the explosion, the shuttle program was put on hold for 32 months. The blast caused by a rocket booster failure that ignited Challenger's fuel tanks. And changing gears a little bit, a newborn baby beat some pretty incredible odds, born on the same day as both of her parents. Newborn London Hall is getting acclimated to her new expanding world, and this incredible little girl, unlike most newborns, beat 48 million to 1 odds and was born on the exact same day as both her mom and her dad.
I think it was crazy that I have the same birthday as my husband, and now to have my daughter's birthday the same day, it is extremely special.
London's mom and dad say they were shocked to learn they share the same birthday when they started dating, and now the family can celebrate the special day together every year on January 27th. And a batch of otter pups are growing up fast at the Woodland Park Zoo. The 4 Asian small-clawed otters were born last month and have just fully opened their eyes. And for mom and dad, it's their 3rd litter of pups. Woodland Park Zoo says the whole family plays a part in raising them. The 4 are due for their first vet exam next week, where they'll get measured, weighed, receive vaccinations, and then get returned quickly to their families.
Oh, doesn't that put a smile on your face? That's pretty adorable right there.
That and a baby born on the same day as her parents.
That's amazing.
I can't say what are the odds because we told them what the odds are, but that's insane.
That's just insane. That's really the truth of the matter. We're going to have rain overnight tonight.
Yes.
We're going to have cold temperatures as well, and then it's going to be Monday before we see the sun fully shining, and that stays with us all week long. And then on Wednesday, we finally warm back up to normal.
All right,
71.
thank you so much. We'll look for you back here tomorrow evening. Thanks for joining us. Good night, everyone.